Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. It's Saturday. Few bits of news out there. Nothing as major as what's been out there for the rest of the week. Probably the main thing that's come out is how much that Jesse Lingard wants. That offer has been put out to him, and he's apparently, if the rumours is to believe, is looking for around £180,000 a week. It's a tough one. It's a tough one because, he is a player that I want. He is a player I like. And I know I've said, you move on if you don't accept the offer, which is true. Don't dilly and dally over it. We can't be Delay FC again this year. It sounds a lot of money, and it is a hell of a lot of money, but there is no transfer fee. You must remember that. And what do you value him at? What sort of value would you put on Jesse Lingard if you was actually trying to buy him as a player from Manchester United? What would you say, 25, 30 million? That contract over, 4 years, whatever it would be, I think it works out at roughly about 32 million. I think I see someone do the sums. It might be slightly different. Maybe add a signing on fee on there as well, 2-3 million signing on fee. I think there's a way around it. And I've seen a few videos talking about it, that instead of offering him, the 180 grand a week, maybe give him a slightly bigger signing on bonus, because again, you have to think of the wages, financial fair play, and this is what they will throw at us, Sullivan, Gold and that. If we give him, say instead of, I don't know what his signing on bonus is, I don't know what that is, but if we bump that, say it was 3, you bumped it to 5, and you said, okay, but you earn 120 grand a week, or whatever it is, or 130 grand a week. 130, I think, is fairly reasonable price. I think that's good value. For a free transfer, a guy who I think will come in hungry as well if we do sign him, because it is World Cup year. That's what you need to remember, and this is his last chance to play at another World Cup. Will he get in? I don't know, but he certainly, would be considered. Bowen gets picked, Rice gets picked, and if if we have a decent campaign again, with Jesse Lingard being influential like he did last time. Not as influential. I do not think he will be as good as he was last time, but he'll still be really effective. Then, I do believe you'd get a really, really hungry player there. Like I say, I like him. I do like him, and I know like most West Ham fans do like him, but 180 grand a week, it's a lot of money. Like, I see Nicky saying on West Ham Fan TV, and it is a very, very valid point, and I use it myself quite a lot. It's not my money. It's not our money. But if it affects getting some other players in, because we've gone maybe 50 grand too much, and that 50 grand could have paid someone else, like to go towards a striker, or whoever we're looking at, because we are looking at a few players. There's a few bit of negotiation to go on that. Do I think it will happen? I don't know. I think he'll be sitting there waiting for the best offers. And I think if Newcastle are sniffing, Newcastle are going to clearly offer him the most money. But it's whether he fancies that project or not. We'll wait and see. A player that is on David Moyes' radar, and a player I do like, and I think he'd be quite good in our midfield as well, is John McGinn from Aston Villa. Again, probably going to cost you decent money. You're talking 40 million, maybe a little bit more than that. Really dynamic, good pass with the ball, hard working, Scotland international. So we know Moyes. He definitely looks at Scottish internationals. He likes his fellow countrymen. Good player, very, very good player. And I know, I think it's Gio from Hammers Chat always talks about him. He's a big fan of him. I would like him. I'd like him. I'd like a lot of the players that we've been mentioned, and these are the players we should be going for. If it's the Wall Price, if it's the John McGinn, Yves Bissouma, I think that's how you pronounce it, Yves Bissouma from Brighton, Calvin Phillips, etc. Again, if we got one of those, I'd be happy. And when I say these are the sort of players we should be going for, we should be going for players that are in anyone below the top 6 starting 11s. When I'm not looking for bench players, I'm not looking for players that are struggling in the team. We should be going, right, we're going to try and have a go at Calvin Phillips, because he will go straight in our team. We'll have a go at John McGinn, because he will go straight in. We'll have a go at Ward Price, because he goes straight in. this is what we need to look at. And as a club, we can't keep being what we used to be. Kurt Zuma was a good one. Kurt Zuma he goes straight into our team. But again, their team's above, and that's the difference. Teams below the top 6, you need to be going for someone who's in their starting 11. Teams above the top 6, or in that top 6, you go for them players that are in and around the team. Like Zuma was in and out of the team that last year at Chelsea. And you go, I'll have him. That's what we need to go and do. Like Lingard is an example of that. He's not played for Manchester United much this year. We know he gets on well with the manager. We know he fits in well with the team. It makes sense to sign him. So this is what we need to be. We need to show some ambition. We need to show Declan Rice what we want to do as a football club. Players were officially announced yesterday on the retained list as well. Yarmolenko has gone. Didn't quite work out for him. I really liked him when he first came. Scored that great goal against Everton, then followed it up with 2 against Manchester United, then just got that horrific injury, and has never quite been the same since then. Scored some really important goals. The goal against Chelsea that kept us up, goal against Seville this season, goals against Aston Villa. Scored some really important goals, and it just unfortunately didn't quite work out of him. I thought he used to play really well with Arnie, and I think that was maybe his best form, and I think him and Arnie got each other. Fredericks has gone, linked with loads of clubs. Again, just didn't quite work out of him. I don't think he played bad in any game this season, apart from maybe the Manchester United game when he made that little mistake. I think, nearly all the right-backs had decent spells this season. Soufal started playing better again at the end of the season. Johnson did well when he had to play. So, yeah, Fredericks going. Maybe Moyes thinks that Harrison Ashby will, get more chance next season. And he will be, the third choice right back, and that's why Fredericks, was allowed to go. Obviously, Mark Noble retires. Martin has gone as well, the goalie. We've kept Randolph. Martin, all the memories will be for the Chelsea game, the great memories from that. I don't think this is the last of the outs. I do think, I can see Diop going. There are rumours with Dawson as well, so I think one of them might go. The Souček rumour has been tamed now. It seems that he's not for sale. It's more of a case of, he's played a lot of football and his form did dip. It did dip. Rice playing in that new role, sort of held him back a little bit. It's really mixed bag, this Souček thing, because on Twitter, loads of people are saying that they wanting to go, and then you've got the other 50% saying, no, we'd be mad to sell him. I don't particularly want to sell him. Another really good point about next season is the 5 sub thing. You need players that he's going to trust. This season, he didn't bring players on because he didn't trust anyone there. He needs at least 3 that he can trust out of the 5 that he can bring on, David Moyes. And, if Souček becomes a bit of a rotation player, he's a good rotation player to have on. We know he's going to run his socks off and mix it up a bit. I'm going to leave it there for today, guys. Like I say, the news is not as, prominent as it was over the last couple of days. But, I'm going to try and get a video out, try once a day, because I know you guys are really enjoying them. Me and Paul hopefully going to get a podcast together tomorrow talking about, the season in general, and see what Paul thinks about these transfer news. But thanks anyway, guys. A bit of a mishy-mashy video today. But, really appreciate your views. Until next time, come on, you irons. Keep believing. Let's hope that new signing comes through the door very, very soon.